looking to see what possible options the Panthers could do with that number 16 pick. Marty Hurney has had great best player available technique in the first round in his time with Carolina. Who realistically do you think could be available and make an impact?
Well, I think you look at a couple different positions. You're trying to find edge rushers. They're always going to be a hot commodity when you get here to the combine. You're looking to upgrade your defense. And, a couple guys are interesting. Montez Sweat from Mississippi State, very explosive edge rusher. You've got Clelin Ferrell from Clemson. Not as explosive, but just a real polished rusher. He'd be interesting there. And then we'll see what they want to do. If they want to attack the center position, an interior offensive lineman, I don't know you do it right there, but that might be a situation where maybe you could even trade back a little bit, get some extra picks. You can use some of those picks, help the defense out. And Garrett Bradbury, to me, wouldn't have to travel far from NC State. I think he's one of the cleaner players in the whole draft. So athletic as a center. There's nothing he can't do. And comparison-wise, reminds me so much of the guy he would be replacing there, Ryan Khalil.
Yeah, and he's actually someone that's a Charlotte native as well, so that would be
there you go. Even better.
A cool little tie there. But speaking of offensive line, this isn't a draft that is as top-heavy with offensive line as you see kind of up and down. Are there any other guys that throughout other rounds make sense to you?
Yeah, there's good players all throughout. You could see a guy like Connor McGovern from Penn State, probably second, third round range, just a real physical interior player, can play any of those three spots, center or either guard spot, can come in and play right away. Drew Samia from Oklahoma, another one maybe a little bit more athletic than McGovern, but is somebody that also has that physicality that you're looking for. You can go on and on. Interior offensive lineman, it's a really good group. Tackle-wise, Titus Howard from Alabama State, smaller school. I think he's probably in that second round range and he's got tremendous upside.
Today when Ron Rivera spoke to the media earlier, he was talking a little bit about quarterbacks and that in previous drafts there have been a couple guys that they liked but they didn't show up for him later on. Yeah. This is a year, he said, that we're not going to look for it in free agency. We like what we have already, but if we were to find somebody, it would be in the draft.
Yeah, and to me, there's interesting names. If you don't want to take one early, some mid-round players with upside that need time. Jarrett Stidham from Auburn kind of fits that bill. Didn't have the year he wanted at Auburn. Was a little surprised he came out early, but that could be a perfect situation. If Cam were to come back healthy, you have time. Let him kind of grow and develop. If Cam's going to miss a game or two, you can throw him in there with his athleticism. He'll make some things happen.
And then lastly, I feel like all of you guys kind of have your dark horse, whoever it is. It might not be somebody that's on everybody's draft boards, but somebody that you like, that you think that people should know about.
I'm a big fan of Mecole Hardman from Georgia, who's an undersized receiver. He's an outstanding kickoff returner. And sometimes when you get a smaller, faster player, you have to sacrifice some of the toughness, and you don't with him. He is fun. He's competitive. You'll see him break tackles as a kickoff returner. The number one quality for a great kickoff returner is you're fearless, right? You got 11 guys screaming down the field. There's no pitter-patter. There's no hesitation. He hits it full go. And I think he's got a chance to be a Pro Bowl special teams player who's going to be a vertical weapon in the passing game.
Well, the Panthers certainly love when their special teams is hopping. So thank you so much for the time. Appreciate you.
No problem.